We're here behind the scenes of Narco Sub with Corey Thompson. Corey, tell us about your acting experience.
Well, it's minimal. I've done one movie, actually 1.001 movies. So I actually started out, my daughter, Chloe, who's in this movie, I helped Sean on a movie that Chloe was in. Actually, I helped Sean with some lighting, and he had asked if I would click a light on and off on one of the scenes, and that was sort of my claim to fame for a while. Every time we watched the movie, I would point out, oh, there's the light. And finally the girls told me to shut up, stop saying that. And then when he started shooting the film The Last Astronaut, because of the fact that I was in the Navy, I spent 23 years in the submarine force, which, by the way, I think I'm the only one in this movie who's actually been on a submarine. But when we started shooting The Last Astronaut, Sean said, hey, I've got this part for this Jim Riker. It was a smaller part. I mean, it wasn't a very big part, but it's like, it's this Navy guy. Why don't you try it out, see if you can do it? I thought, well, I don't really have any acting experience. Why not? I'll give it a shot. And it was just it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was creative. It was something, that we could do. And so then we did that. And then obviously when this movie came up, it's CIA, it's DEA, it's all those wonderful things. Plus, it's about submarines. Mm-hmm. I was a submariner, so I was really excited about that, and very excited about being part of this movie. And so, even though it was a small role, I loved it. It was great.
Tell us some more about your character.
So Jim Riker he was a career Navy man. He left the Navy. And he was best friends with the lead character. They had a very deep past, and they were very good friends. He left the Navy and went into the CIA. He's now the station chief in Colombia. Mm-hmm. And in this particular movie, you get to see the character in Washington D.C. with Tom Sizemore, who's the head of the DEA, and him and I are trying to convince the director of the CIA to let us go get our buddy back, who has been stolen by the bad guys, by the cartel. So that's what we get to see. So that's what my character is all about.
What was the most challenging part of playing him for you?
I think the hardest part was, well, there was a couple pieces. So one, it was honestly kind of intimidating to be on the set with Tom Sizemore, because I've watched the guy in all these movies, and when you walk onto a set, and it's almost like going and playing basketball with Michael Jordan. It's oh, here I am. We'll just play hoops one-on-one. It's kind of intimidating, but Tom was great because he really made it. It was just, hey, let's just do this thing, and so that went away really quickly because Tom was a great guy. The second piece was because of the fact that I was now a station chief in the CIA, I was playing a much more senior role than what I was normally used to. Mm-hmm. This character largely was just me.
What is your favorite scene in the film?
Well, my scene. But there was the one scene that after we were done shooting, Lee Majors turned around and said, I think you're the best actor I've ever worked with. But Sean cut that one, unfortunately. So there was another scene that was actually shot down at the farm, the ranch, that my daughter was in. Chloe is in this movie. And I thought the one where the girls are abducted is pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. I saw the cinematography on that, and it's pretty incredible. That's a great scene.
How would you describe this story? What does it mean to you?
Well, I'm a Tom Clancy fan. I love CIA, DEA, international intrigue. I just love those kind of stories. Plus, it's a submarine movie, so I'm a submariner. It's got basically everything I'd ever want in a story. And the beauty of it is, we really don't go into a lot of detail on the characters themselves. And so it leaves itself open to a lot after this movie is done on, you can go 100 different directions on any one of these characters. Hint, hint, Sean. So all joking aside, it really does. I mean, there's a lot of stories in any number of different directions that you can go with this. So it's great.
Where can fans find you?
Well, all over the internet. So this is not my day job. So I have this regular places that I'm at. Now I do have an IMDb profile, and I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, those sorts of things.
Perfect. Will you be attending any film festivals?
Every single one that I can get to, yes. Yeah, absolutely.